Yes, yes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. 1 second. Get this party started. Give me just a moment. Trail, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh, I know. And let's see. Lost my thing. Illusion, what's the motherfucking deal? Man K, what's the motherfucking deal? And give me a second, let's get this party started. I think that should fix it. Nope. Still the same shit. Might have to. I think that should be better. Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal? It's been a while. Hope that everybody is doing what. And I'm trying to see what's going on. Whatever the sound monitoring thing is duplicating. Usually it doesn't do that. All right. That's just kind of a little annoying here. 1 second. I think this is why. But anyway, so while we're trying to figure that out, good evening to all you lovely people, or your afternoon, or whatever fucking time it is. I don't know. I'm trying to fix this. It's not even got the monitor on, so why is it duplicate? If it ain't one thing, it's something fucking else. It always is. Is that the fucking problem? Get the fuck out. I literally just did that shit, and it's fucking. But now it's coming out of the. Oh, okay. I I see this one. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, the settings got reset. All right, let's get this fucking party started. Good grief. That was a lot of unnecessary shit going on. All right. It's fucking doing it. What the fuck, man? Uh, there we go. Hopefully that fucking good. Fucking grief. Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den Show. I hope that everybody's doing well. Hope that everybody's doing good. This shit is fucking pissing me off. I can hear it fucking echoing in the fucking corner, and it's blowing my mind. Anyway, I hope that everybody is good. We're going to talk about this revolution, this cougar culture conversation, right? These colored cougars. And is this a trend? Is this something that's always been going on? Because ever since the sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle, whatever, situation thing that we've had going on here, interesting. Because I think that might be, hopefully, it's too much nonsense going on, too much extra clicking going on. And it looks like the shit ain't fucking, at least the fucking things don't look like they're dropping. The frames don't look like they're dropping today. All right, so see, we got to join us. We're gonna get into this conversation. Professor Trill, it's all an illusion. Man Cave, Solis, Manny Lamont. What's the motherfucking deal? Good afternoon, to all you gentlemen. I hope that everybody is doing well. But anyway, I want to get into the cougar conversation, right? Because after the soft guy era, drizzle, drizzle conversation thing going on, this is bugging me because I'm not gonna keep hearing this thing and it keeps echoing. All right. After this whole conversation, I started to notice things. Like, even though it's been put out that this shit is satire and that it's a joke and that it is, it has got to be this fucking, it's got to be coming from the fucking laptop. Y'all understand? It's going to bug me until I resolve it. And, all right, cool. Couple phone. So, anyway, after that conversation, I saw that the soft guy everything has been going even more rampant, right? A Tyler Perry film. I'm sorry that you had to suffer through that. I refuse to watch Tyler Perry. I refuse. I won't do it. And not so much just for the Tyler Perry films themselves, but because he tried to play Alex Cross, and I refuse to watch that movie. Like, because he did the role of Alex Cross and did not, at least chop it up with Morgan Freeman. Let's get some kind of continuation going on here. And so for me, it was a no go. I refused to watch it. But I want to say, what was it? Was it Kiss the Girls? And I think was it Long Came a Spider, something like that. Oh, no, Long Kiss Goodnight was a different one. So I think it's Kiss the Girls and Long Came a Spider were Alex Cross movies. Um, it's very, very, very good. Um, this old crew got cooked by some young D. He got it for everything. Oh yeah, that's see, and if that was the case, I wouldn't even be talking about this right now, right? But the thing I'm talking about is these old broke cougars trying to take advantage of these young men, right? They've fallen from grace, right? They fall, no pun intended. But they've fallen from grace, right? They used to be legendary actresses. Or remember when Little Kim was like the baddest bitch in the game, right? Why can't she get a man her age? Because here's the thing, and I wish that I know the ladies aren't going to show up because they don't have nothing for it today. They definitely don't. Because whatever angle you attempt to try to justify this nonsense, there is no valid excuse, right? There is more sense in a man dating a younger woman than there is in a younger man dating an older woman, right? Because if you're thinking about procreation, if you're thinking about in terms of procreation, who's more likely to have the healthy baby? Older man with a younger woman or older woman with a younger man? right? All I have to do is keep saying enough outrageous things, and then eventually they're just like, God damn it. Like, they're watching. They don't want to say nothing because they don't want to get into the conversation. But I'm going to keep saying enough things. Eventually, it's going to be like, you know what? I can't allow this nigger to continue to say. Speaking of niggers with hard R's, have y'all seen that Drake clip? This is why I keep telling y'all what I keep telling y'all. Have y'all seen that Drake clip before he became famous? Because don't no real nigga, no nigga who ever grew up in a black household, no street urban tie having individual who grew up in a black household has ever said the word nigger in such a way. Yes, I'm doing this on purpose. Because he was talking about, yeah, that nigger was having motion or something, not having motion, but he was saying that nigger was doing something. I was like, whoa, it's a very small hat of you. uh, so again, so there's no validation. The reason why, right? And then we always hear this. So let's kind of go down the list. And so let me get to my point because I know I can get all ADHD. I said I'm gonna get better at that instead of just going all free range all the time. I'm gonna have my thoughts a little more concise so I can get my points out and then we can have better conversations. But here's the thing: there is no benefit to anybody generally in a situation where it's an older woman wanting a younger man. Because again, if it's not for the better, you're not gonna have better kids. You're not gonna have healthier children, right? Because you're gonna have more than likely. We're talking about cougars. We're talking about geriatric pregnancies. The only thing it's beneficial for is dick. It's a purely sexual relationship. That's all it can be. That is all it can be. J Mel, what's the motherfucking deal? All it can be is purely sexual. And then that tells me that she has a sex addiction. I've already told you, I believe most black women have a few issues. Most are alcoholics. Most of them are sex addicts. And let me know if y'all are hearing the echo on your end, if it's just on my end. I think it's just on my end. I'm not sure what it is to go in there. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Right. And the men aren't dating. No man is dating a cougar because he thinks that they're more attractive than younger women. Let's be realistic. Nobody's doing that. Any man who's generally dating an older woman in that genre, that region, especially if you're in your 20s, right? Because look at your average 20-something-year-old versus your average 40-something-year-old, especially in this day and age, and especially in the black community, right? Or especially in the, I don't even want to say black community. I want to say it's in minority communities, right? Because at least if you dating your old white bitch, she didn't divorce the husband, you know what I'm saying? You got a settlement. If it's generally a cougar young dude relationship is because she's taking care of him. It's a sugar mama type situation. And it's not about the benefit of anything but fucking, right? And you say, well, that's okay. That's fine. Cool. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. But if we turn the tables around, you can't be upset when men do the same thing, right? You absolutely cannot be upset when a man does the same thing. Now, in a situation like this, yeah, because the cougar, usually when a cougar, you can get away with things that you don't necessarily have to deal with. But let's be honest. If at this age, she's still a dick addict, that looks like it's more of a problem on the woman's behalf than it is on the man's behalf, right? Because you're young and you're hyper, especially, when you were a younger man. Some of us know we're a little bit older, but you definitely had a little more go in you, right? I wouldn't say that you had a little more go. It was your go was a little less filtered, right? So you give it a cougar to have a Cadillac. Oh yeah, I'm not doubting that. But so my thing is this though, right? Because you look at these are famous women, and all I'm doing is doing the same thing. We're flipping the drizzle drizzle. We're flipping the sprinkle sprinkle. Because again, anytime you see a man, he's out here with an older man, and he's out here with a younger woman, it's always, oh, he's a pervert, he's a this, he's a that, he's a whatever. He has preferences, right? Why wouldn't you want the newer model, right? Again, don't get me wrong. some of those old classic American muscles have have a little nostalgia. Those vintage models. Nothing wrong with a little vintage model, right? But sometimes, hey, nothing wrong with a little new what's it? A new little Hellcat, something like that, right? You might want to you might want that Scat Pack. You might want some a little more up to date, right? With them older models, you got to replace parts to get it back to that optimal condition. You feel me? Look at a broad like Little Kim. Way past her prime, looks crazy as hell now. All kind of surgeries. Does not look like she's Big Kim now. Doesn't look. I mean, you can have them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any. There's so many of them. It's not like the Cougars are for the streets. They for the streets. They're for the zoo. The Cougars are for the zoo, right? These young hoes, they for the streets. These thotties, whatever you call them, they for the streets. The Cougars, they for the zoo. You know what I'm saying? They for the old animal. The Cougars be into some off the wall shit. You got to be too careful. You have to get that bitch a hip replacement. Exactly. Right. Some of these bitches are some pintos. Right. But again, my whole deal is this: if we're gonna play the game, we're gonna play equality. Let's play by the same set of rules because that's not what it is. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we got into a conversation about I don't know what it was, but it came down to men and women being equal. And I say women only want to be equal in terms of things that don't require additional responsibility, right? They want to be equal in perception, right? They want to be equal in benefit. They don't want to necessarily be equal in discipline or equal in behavior. And I brought up the old argument, the same argument that I always bring up, because it was like, well, because this is what I don't understand. Why do women want to be hoes so badly? Like, can anyone explain me? Like, women, why we talk about why women don't chastise other women's behaviors and the things that they do? It's because in reality, all women want to be whores. They all want to be hoes for some reason, right? And it's sad, really. I get it. There's like I think some conflict that they don't comprehend. But the reason why they're not chastising this other behavior, why they're not denigrating this other behavior, is because secretly they support it. Because the conversation, anytime I have a woman, we talk about equality, we talk about all these things, it always comes to this one argument. Well, why can men sleep around with a lot of women and not be called hoes? And if women do it, then they're all kind of sluts. It's because it's the level of difficulty, it's the barrier of entry to play the game, right? It is super fucking easy for a woman to be a whore, and you don't get rewarded for the ease. You want fucking participation trophies for being a prostitute. The easiest thing in the world to do for a woman is to be a hoe, right? All you got to do is say yes. All you got to do is say yes. You get shot at a million times. All you got to do is say, yeah, okay, cool. Right? That's it. You literally can say one word and get the requested situation. Now, your problem is filtering through which ones, you know what I'm saying, that you want. You get D on delivery in your inbox, right? You hear women all, oh, these guys just these send dick pics unsolicited. I didn't ask for it. They just, oh, welcome to my. All you got to do is say yes, right? That does not happen with men. Unless you are famous, unless you are powerful already, unless you're well known, unless there is some type of benefit a woman sees from associating with you, right? There is no, and even then in those situations, you still have to do something. You see a lot of these quote unquote famous dudes, a lot of loser ass. I'll tell you about celebrities. A lot of these celebrities are fucking lame as fuck. Who's that kid, that Kai that kid? He's a gay kid, right? And I'm not knocking him, not saying anything because he's gay, but he's gay. And, or maybe he's flippy floppy. But if you've seen him when he first came out, and now he's getting hassled by these OnlyFans, no, there's no support in that. Do you pay the OnlyFans bitch? These hoes are fucking for clout. Like, there's no reason, if you're one of the biggest streamers in the world, him and that little Aiden Ross kids, y'all out there paying for fucking, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I don't understand it. I don't fucking understand it. But anyway, but they're out here getting hassled by these OnlyFans hoes and all this other shit. Because these are bitches who probably would never give them a time of day in the first place. But because you got a little money and some, you fucking with them. And now you're somebody who's gonna sue and do all this. Like, bro, you paid this bitch to sign the fucking NDA. You're a lame. You laid up with this bitch and you let her sleep in the. Ain't no motherfucking way. That's how you know these niggas ain't getting no pussy. That's how you know these niggas don't be fucking no hoes before they get famous. How you know they're lame, they're corny. Same thing with athletes. You see them get caught up. They get these dumb bitches pregnant all the time. They're paying out the wazoo for babies that they teammate got a baby with. Like a lot of these niggas lame. A lot of these niggas go chase after hoes that have already been ran through. We can look at the whole Kardashian clan. Most dudes are really, really fucking lame. Okay, most dudes are really, really, and we've all had our lame moments. It's all been other parts where we've had, but most dudes to their core, their nature, are lame. They'll let a bitch they don't have no ties with, ain't never done nothing for them, ain't been down for them, come in and just fuck off their whole program. Anyway, but women want to be hoes so bad because you always see why. Why is there a double standard? Why is it that men can do this and I can do the same metaphor that I always use? Right? It happens for the Snapchat. The same metaphor that I always use. It's the easiest metaphor in the world, right? And I said this yesterday, and the response or the look on the individual's face was actually pretty interesting. I've shared this with y'all before. The easiest one. What do you call a key that can open any lock? Right? You know, OnlyFans not because you tease. You know what's sad is that OnlyFans start out for like fitness influencers and like cooking people. People did like shit like that, and then once people found out it was okay to get naked on there and that people were paying again, look at that. Once the opportunity came to be a hoe, they were all with it, and it wasn't like OnlyFans was the first place to do that. You know what I mean? What's the difference? Basically the same thing as being a fucking video girl or any of this other shit. But I guess you guess because you had a little more liberty in your cuts, I guess that's it. Right? But if you take a key that can open any lock, it's a master key. What do you call a lock that can be opened by any key? You call that a shitty fucking lock, right? And it's really, really simple. Scrooston, Nick Morgan, what's the motherfucking deal? Time traveling Texan, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. If I miss you, I ain't dish you, I promise. So that's the thing. You can't want to be exalted, put on a pedestal, treated with special privileges, which I don't think any man minds doing that for a woman who he feels is worthy of it. But all these women come out and they feel entitled to this behavior, to this treatment, to this, you know, this behavior. But I have no problem with a woman being a hoe. Right? Exactly. I have no problem with a woman being a hoe. Just accept that you're a hoe. Like a real hoe knows she's a hoe. She don't want this. But like, if you've ever dealt with a bitch who knows, well, let me not clarify because I know that we have three terms. We have ladies, bitches, and hoes in here. So if you're new, you may not get it when I use it. I love ladies. I like them hoes. I cannot stand no funky bitch. But anyway, let me see something. Let me twist this because I don't know if it's the lighting that's doing it that's making this so fucking. Oh, actually, don't do it. Anyway, oh, something will do it. Fuck something up. All right, hold on. Pardon me. Doing too much. Anyway, so trying to get this lighting fixed. So again, hopefully, okay. So I got these. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, for whatever reason, these little things that have been going on have been annoying the fuck out of me. They're still doing the same shit. Ain't really changed shit. All right. Well, anyway, so my thing is, I'm not opposed to you being a hoe. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But accept the fact that you chose the role of a hoe, and a hoe does not get the role of wifey, unless it's to a dude that in reality, god damn, what's all these fucking updates? All right, this light probably finna start tripping for a second. And install the update moment thing. Anyway, but you don't get the oh, shit. I'm updating this thing right here because I need to brighten it up. That's the problem right here. Yeah, y'all know how to do shit live. That's how we do it. But again, like I said, the whole thing goes, I love ladies. I like them hoes. I like them hoes. But I can't stand a bitch. And so what you have a lot of these times is that you have hoes that again when I say a hoe that wants to be treated like a lady is a bitch. Because she doesn't want to accept the role. She wants to have hoe activities, but yet be held in regard of someone who's actually has the discipline and is doing the work of being considered a lady. Right. And then here's the thing about hoes as well. I think there can be there is I don't know, I don't want to call it a lady hoe because that's not the proper terminology. But again, part of the whole thing is about how you carry yourself. It's going to get complicated. We're going to break down that a little bit later. We're going to come back to the Cougars. But that's my thing, right? Accept the role that you want to be a lady carries herself. She moves in a certain way. She operates in a certain way. She puts her dignity before all. Right? She puts her dignity before her over sexualized nature. She puts her still fucking it's brighter. It's still not. I don't know what's going on. Why it has that little transparency there? But she puts her dignity before all the bullshit. A hoe is a bitch who can't control it. She's got to, come on. They got to have the D, right? And so I was thinking about this the other day. I made a statement. I said that, women really control the world. Women could really control the world because we've seen even the strongest of men toppled by their desire for a woman. But then I got to thinking about it, and maybe I'm wrong, right? I think I'm wrong on that. I'm wrong on that one because it's not the P, and this is actually probably going to be tonight's topic. I was thinking about what I want to do early. It's not the P that runs the world; it's the D, right? Because if you look, if you never really put it on abroad, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll leave it at that, right? Like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like men, yeah, you see sucker niggas go crazy, do off the wall shit. But the craziest stories you've ever heard from a woman, and a reaction after, say, a relationship or any of these things. It's always women doing the craziest. Nigga might kill you. The bitch will kill you. She gonna kill your tires. She gonna beat your mama up. She'll poison your dog. She gonna do a whole lot of shit. You take the D away, she's gonna lose her fucking mind, right? But so it's really safe. Okay, so I feel like 50 and up is cougar. Maybe I'm biased because I'm right now in the 40s. I went to that again. But here's the thing: the cougar. What is it? Yeah, let's define a cougar, right? Because all the cougars I'm talking about in this situation are probably in their 40s. Because the ones I'm mainly talking about is Keisha Cole, who's 42. She's dating a rapper by the name of Honcho. Dating a rapper by the name of Honcho, right? But again, when you look at all these blogs and all these things, and I just pulled up one article. I didn't do a bunch of in-depth research. Generally, women written by women. Oh, she has a new love in her life, and who this, and this. But when it's a dude, oh, it's No, he's just, I don't know why he can't find a girl. The older women get, the more angry and bitter they are, right? Because again, I told you this stuff. Like a lot of these women who talk about the flip flop relationships were women who benefited from that when they were younger, but now that they no longer have that privilege, now it's disgusting. Now it's a negative. Now it's something that should be looked down upon. Now that man has problems, right? And the funniest thing to me is because I've seen it. I've seen people go as far as saying that if a man gets with a woman who's under 25, he's a pervert. 25. Most of you bitches start looking terrible after 25. Like 25 is when the downfall starts coming for a lot of bitches, especially American bitches. Like, so they say this stupid shit, right? They say this stupid shit because again, they try to they try to force you into a new set of rules. When they have to start playing by a new set of rules, they try to force you into playing by a new set of rules as a man. But in reality, as a man, the rule book opens up for you. You get a veteran minimum. All that shit once you've been in the game 5 years. But because what is it? It's the frontal lobe thing, right? And I hate women. Like I love women, but I can't stand them because I hate internet women. Because they start learning these new terms, they start going all over the place with like narcissist. We've talked about that. They learn about the frontal lobe. Well, you're not really fully developed until back in the fucking 1800s, early 1900s, your fucking grandma probably had like 6 kids by the time she was fucking 25, right? So like this frontal lobe thing is so fucking stupid. But whatever. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. But again, double standard. But the dude she's dating, Huncho, is 24 apparently. Little Kim, let me pull up the stats on these things. I just seen it. Because I pulled up another one. Somebody talking about they felt like there was a cougar meeting. Fucking Atlanta Blacks. I hate reading anything from black outlets. I know it sounds terrible, but like if you read articles from primary, we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves because we fucking like. Have you ever read like an article on a black page? They write like these. No, it's like they write like these young. Oh goodness gracious. Anyway, who was the other one? Dre Michelle. She's like 40 something, right? 40, I believe. Bring 40 dating 21-year-old Jalen Green pregnant by this motherfucker. Dre ain't got no bag. Like it's one thing if the cougar got the bag and she's spending it on you because that's what she want to do. She's an old loser taking advantage of this kid. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then she talking about some people are telling her that your kid's right behind that nigga. She telling me my kid is 14. Imagine being 24 years old. Imagine being 24 years old, dating a woman with a 14-year-old kid. Yeah, Michael Jordan's son. Who was it? Who was the one of them the Kardashian mama, she's dating a young nigga? Yeah, like those black people, like The Root or these thing one Madame Noir or like those primarily black outlets that give the news the most biased shit the worst shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. Right, exactly. And it was another one. It was Dre, it was Keisha, and it was whatchamacallit. I think Lil Kim, was she damn near 50 dating like a 20 something? She's got a 24-year-old boyfriend, right? Tay Brown. So again, and he's a rapper. Who was it? Remember everybody's talking about that Remy and Papoose love? Remy was locked up, Papoose held her down. Now this bitch dating a younger rapper out of their little circle, out of that little battle rap circle. Then she treat this nigga like shit, go to his birthday party and fucking treat the nigga like shit. The nigga try to take a picture with his daughter and she over there. Like, bro, there's no benefit for you dating one of these old bitter bitches. Like, and don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I think there's different types of cougars. You can't see like these niggas are loser because they're like if you fucking on a bitch, that's one thing. Cool. Fuck on that bitch and be gone. But I would not date like I wouldn't even call it a cougar. Like if you're an old hoe, are you really a cougar? Like if you're like a hoe your whole life and now you're just an old hoe, is like are you really still a cougar or are you just like I don't think a cougar is a bitch who was probably married for a while, got divorced, and now she's trying to recoup that. But if you've been basically a hoe your whole life, the Drea Michelles, the Little Kims, you portrayed yourself as a hoe your whole life. Keisha Cole, I don't know here nor there about, but whatever. You're an entertainment industry, old popular type motherfucker. Like Alley Cat. I can fuck with that. Alley Cat. Yeah. Oh, Bobcats. You know what I'm saying? Colt, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm definitely looking forward to your thoughts on Fallout. So definitely we'll be checking that out. But yeah, it's like, and I'm just playing the same game that everybody else is playing. Why can't these women find a good man their age, a man that has resources? You're in the entertainment industry, so there's plenty of motherfuckers with money. You know plenty of older rappers. Why are they not getting with men their age? Is it because these men their age already have resources, wives, and things like that locked up? These women chose to. Has Little Kim ever been married? Has Little Kim ever fucking? I don't know. I'm like I'll tell you, 'cause I'm not super locked into all of the to all the celebrity news, and I ain't gonna lie. I started another fucking run of Fallout 4 a couple of days ago, just because I think I should have went back to 3, or probably should have did New Vegas. But anyway, um, yeah, like why? Why is it? So why ruin? Why waste these prime years? Because this is what they talked about. Who was it? Who was it that was just dating? Was it 50? 50 was just dating that model chick. I don't know what her name was, and then they got divorced. He wasted her prime years of. This is the shit I hear women say. So why are these women wasting these young men's prime years? Right when they should be building up their career, when they should be doing that. Like why? Why is this okay? I'm gonna get lit and talk some real shit. Why is this? Yeah, and I get it, and I get it. It's okay though. Like it's okay. That's what I tell y'all. Women are worse than men because one, if you know, women are way more sexualized than men are. Period. Point blank. I know we like to think of, oh, they're innocent and they're women like to get their who was it? Shout out to Miss Meat a couple of years ago because she want her back broke. Want to get her back beat out. I think shout out to Miss Meek. I think I saw some on the thing that she's her birthday's coming up. Gonna be turning 52 soon. So they want their backs beat out. Even when they're older, they want their backs beat out. That's why they go and get the young man as opposed to, pops on the gas station pills or the Viagra's or the Cialis, right? They are, let me tell you something. Like we talk about music, we talk about things that we say and how it influences society. And we say, oh, that don't mean bullshit. People are influenced by the culture. Women are significantly more disgusting, right? Well, yeah, because the testosterone is lower than ever, so they probably are taking the young. Um, man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all in the Discord. A friend of mine sent me something today, and about this shirt that this kid was wearing, and it looks like the most innocent shit until you really look at it. Like it's on some Where's Waldo shit. Um, yeah. Oh, they find out the hard way. All right. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like it's fucked up, but it's kind of funny because, like my boy, the Baker man says, it's just funny because it ain't me. I've been trying to refrain from being an asshole for a long time, but I took a little trip the other day, a little mini trip. I had a little candy bar, and that candy bar opened my mind up and enlightened me into some things. Right? Because I'm going to be honest, I've been very reserved. Probably most of the time I've been doing these shows, I try to I say a lot of crazy shit, but I try to always be slightly reserved on certain things. No mas. No mas. At this point, fuck it, right? Because we're just counting down to the end. Shout out to Cult Classic Cage. I appreciate the den donation. Thank you so very much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. Like, if I'm that dude, the only thing I see Little Kim doing for me is maybe give me a boost in some type of connection with some type of record executive or something like that. There is no advantage. There's no advantage for this young man to be dating Little Kim. There's no advantage for whoever Keisha Cole is dating to be dating her. There's no advantage for Jalen Green to be dating oh gal. Then you got Gilbert Arenas talking about like I don't, and this is why I say these motherfuckers be suckers, because you know the laundry list of motherfuckers. You know her type. It ain't this, that, or that. It's not about happiness. It's about who can fund my lifestyle so I can continue to do the things that I'm doing. And if you think that you're the only person hitting that at any given time, well, good luck, right? Good luck. These women are professionals. This is what they do. Oh, Jalen Green definitely fucked up, right? Jalen Green definitely fucked up. But yeah, because he got like 3 bitches pregnant. That's why he been boss play, started balling like crazy. You got to get that contract. They finna shit. You don't understand. You don't understand. If I was, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Shout out to Loser. Appreciate the dead donation. Said Lil Kim is one of the rare pussies that P. Diddy actually ran in. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. The Diddy. You know, and this is where I started deviating. You thought Biggie was busting up. You thought a lot of things. Let's talk about the Diddy. Hear me out. So I want to make sure I word this correctly, because I don't want y'all to think I'm in support of P. Diddy in any way, form, or fashion. I'm not. Is P. Diddy the bad guy, or simply the opportunity? And what I mean by that is, P. Diddy presented like one of those devil's options, right? And obviously, there were more than enough people who were willing to take these options. There weren't guns pointed at these people's heads. It was merely the role of, you can do this I was going to say the hard way, but the other way might be the hard way. You can do this the honest way, or you can do this the Diddy way, right? The whole way. And a lot of these niggas took the whole option, got treated like hoes, and now they're complaining about it. Right now they got treated like hoes, get treated, and now they're upset about it. You don't see certain niggas who were affiliated with P. Diddy complaining about certain things because they did not take those options, right? So again, a lot of this stuff where we're like, and he's a disgusting dude. Don't get it twisted. Oh, said you heard somewhere that Diddy actually made a covenant with the devil. I didn't believe it at first, but I don't know, man. I don't put anything past any of these. Now, shout out to Manny Lamont. Appreciate the den donation. Like, yeah, he's just simply he he might be the devil. See, all Diddy did was simply provide an opportunity for people to be themselves, right? And it just shows that a lot of people will take those opportunities. But again, he's a bad person for allowing this, for engaging in it, or presenting yourself as one way and doing this. But we all knew. We all knew. I put more blame on the people who said, yeah, like the old gal, the what's her name chick, who got a lot of money off and started this whole thing. You enjoyed that lifestyle while you were in it, right? But then after it was all said and done, and you didn't feel like you were compensated duly enough. Well, there you go. A lot of these other motherfuckers. Who was the dude that was supposed to win a Grammy, but instead he took the whammy? And now he's mad. Well, I was told I would win a Grammy if I did. So the Grammy meant more to you. You put more faith in the doing of the diddling deeds than your actual talent. The talent that carried you to whatever points you were, that you had faith in. And instead of going this route, you went this route. So I don't I don't I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's just a situation where it's um it's a whole disgusting thing, but it's like that's why I try to fall back from some of this entertainment because it's everywhere. I mean, it is everywhere. It doesn't matter. Diddy ain't the first. Diddy ain't the only. Don't be surprised when a lot more things come out. But getting back to these cougars, right? This current cougar culture and how concerning it is. Honestly, I don't give a damn. I don't care what people do, right? Because at the end of the day, you have to live with the deeds and your decisions and, you know, those things. I find it interesting to observe, maybe take notes and realize what to apply, what not to apply, or to see how a person benefited from such actions. But when you look at this whole cougar thing, right? When you look at this whole cougar thing, like kind of this there's no way I could be any of these dudes and not being like this would have to be an open relationship. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Especially if I'm a rapper. You know most of these rap careers are fleeting. Ain't no fucking way. I'm gonna use up the best years of my little fame and rap career to get caught in a cat trap. Ain't no fucking way. Right? Yeah, it is. That's right. Yeah. Take that, take that, take that. Because that's what he does. He gives you that option, right? That's all it is. Every time you see it, the devil gives you the option. They said the devil went down to Georgia. Must have been Atlanta. So this is what we're gonna do. Give me just a second. And I'm gonna open up the line here in a minute. And I want to talk about the cougar culture. Do you think that it's wrong? Do you think that it's okay? Age gap. We talked about age gap with Russell Simmons' 21-year-old daughter or something like that. And she was dating a 60-year-old guy. Looking at these numbers, what do you consider a cougar? What is the age range? Is it a distance in age? Is it a certain age that you become a cougar? And then like so say if you like you believe that being a cougar is at age 50, right? So how low or how far below that? Is it like a 10-year difference? So like if he's a cougar at 50, if he's dating a dude's like 35, is that cougar status? What determines the cougarage, right? Because exactly, you could have a woman who's say 35, 40, and she's dating a 20-year-old. Is that a cougar? Is it a cougar? Is it the distance in between age? Right? So no, and that's the thing. That's the so sad. That's so sad. Fellas, and I don't know if Lucy's the only one in here who's married at the moment. But if you are, fellas, how much on a scale of 1 to 10, usually we do the 0 to 1. How much does a woman having a personality matter to you in terms of a long-term relationship? Not even necessarily marriage, but as far as for you to entertain dating, having a relationship with, or even if it gets to the conversation of marriage, how important is her having a personality? 4, 6. Okay. And when having a personality, we include like a sense because men and women have very different senses of humor. Very, very, and I've come to notice that from the whole drizzle thing and some of this other stuff. Depends on the personality. Fellas, what would you say? What is the number one thing? If it's one trait, what is the one trait that matters the most? I have an idea. One, I do believe a lot of women are losing. Like most women these days, they have internet personality. Like if you talk to the average woman today, she talks like you're reading a meme on the internet or you're reading the story of something off the wall on the internet. Most women talk like the internet, and it's sad, really. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they super mad about the drizzle drizzle thing. Oh, yeah, I can definitely what that about do. Humor does a jiggle. And I can see that. Like, but that's why I say these women here, especially a woman who's been a celebrity at an older age, is not going to give you any of those things. Not going to give you any of those things. Um, who was it? Who was the dude? I'm about to say Tua Tagliova. Who was the dude? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Mary Kay Letourneau. Y'all know her name. Um, the kid. Because that was a crazy situation. What was that? Was a crazy situation. This is going to be a genuine person, but not too nice nor friendly, where people try to take advantage of him. Mhm. Is being naive a bad thing? Do you think that people who are naive live a better quality of life, or they're more likely to get fucked over? Because to be naive, don't you have to maybe lack certain experiences? Or you could just really be dumb to continue allowing certain experiences to continue to happen. Right? Good sense of humor. Get into it. I don't even want to get into the sense of humor because it's going to open up a whole can of worms. Whole fucking can of worms. Then I would agree. I would agree. I'd have to like if I had a chicken she was naive, you definitely have to educate them. You definitely. But I feel like it gives you a feeling that those experiences are there, but you never know. You'll start acting like you, man. Give me just one moment. Give me just a second. Give me like 30 seconds. I gotta do a small thing, and I'll be right back after these non-messages. But I'm just actually gonna just hop off the camera for just 1 second. I'm still here. I need to get a coffee real hard. Now you're probably like, Honcho, why the fuck are you drinking coffee at this hour? I have a good answer for you. So there's that. All right. So let's get the line cracking. Got a fresh cup of coffee. Yeah, and I agree. It does. It definitely does. You know, and I find it weird. I find it weird when I don't. Oh, let me show y'all something. I said there was some things I wanted to show y'all, and I didn't show y'all. This is a little off track of the cougar shit, but you know I be having videos I want to show. I showed this video the other day. I showed this video the other day in the link to it. Now this video has a little bit of, it's a little graphic. I don't condone the behavior or action in this video. But this is why, number one, I said that I do not intervene in domestic violence situations ever. Not ever, ever, ever. I used to, but there's a reason why I do not anymore. Because especially if it's none of your business, it does not benefit you. There is no upside to it, right? Because generally, this is the kind of thing that takes place when you do. Come back from the love. Something for love. I'm actually gonna mute the music. I didn't realize that was the music. I'll watch this thing on fucking mute probably. Now, I kind of want to comment on this video as it's going on. Because they are definitely tussling, not a hair pulling going on. Do you think that 5'7"? And I understand, like, and I get it, and I understand that being a woman's nature. I think some of these women, I've been seeing a lot of women saying, taller women saying that the taller kings should be left for the taller women. They're saying that too many of the short women are wanting to take the tall dudes. Let me put this on loop because I want to talk about some stuff, and I feel get my kettle corn. But first, he snatches her out the car. Right now, right here, the window is kicked. The window is kicked, and he slangs her. Now they here. If you are the person in the fucking that's your truck, and these motherfuckers bang them, you got to get out and whoop both them motherfuckers. One, it's an easy win because if she's giving him this hard of a time, they fight often, right? And you saw what happened at the end. This is nothing new, but I guess it just went to the streets today for whatever reason. But I guarantee you this: some people say that's just love. That's just what it is. This ain't love. She cheats on this man, right? Because if this bitch knows she can give you a fair fight and it's possibly a 50-50 outcome, that she gonna drop you or you gonna drop her, she cheats on you. And if she get caught, she gonna take that motherfucking L. She gonna take that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna talk about something. I'm gonna play this one more time. Let me get my popcorn. Because I gotta tell you about the things that I've learned on all the terrible sides of the internet. A lot of bad stuff. Goodness. Right. And so she's leaving finna walk away. All right. You see that? Like, you tell a bitch bring your ass. She's like, all right. It just this is a regular fucking thing. Like, yeah, she need the motherfucker. They about the same height. They probably in the same weight class. You know what I'm saying? So she willing to take like, cause she know he gonna stick around. You're dang know you could be right about that. But yeah. So I've learned that there's this whole side of the internet that we definitely don't want to be a part of. Well, maybe some of you do. I think there are some people in the den who are a part of this other side of the internet. So I've learned that there's all kind of people. Have y'all ever seen the dude? I might have talked about this some years ago in the den. The piece of a burger guy. Well, I don't know if it's a guy. I don't know if it's a. I don't know. And knowing about this stuff makes me judge myself and the people I associate with. Right. So anyway, there was an accident happened at a Burger King a long time ago, and this guy just this guy with long green nails and a green ponytail and a Philadelphia Eagles hat, or ashes makeup and all that other stuff. Anyway, did an interview talking about he was going to Burger King for a piece of a burger. But apparently this guy is very popular on the internet. Apparently there are people who like to watch other people's real life problems play out on the internet. Like they like to watch, and I hadn't seen this thing in years, but I watched it again on TikTok yesterday, and I watched it about fucking 10 times. It's a hilarious fucking. They just spin around like cats and dogs, honey. Oh my god! All right, let me stop. Let me open up the line because yeah, I'm gonna go into a whole nother tangent. We're gonna have some shit to talk about tonight. We're gonna have plenty of shit to talk about tonight because I'm bringing some video with it. Oh, I didn't show the other thing real quick. Question for you. We're just talking about women. What kind of women men want? I want y'all to tell me if this was right or wrong. Oh, I got. Let me show y'all a couple things real quick. Let's do it. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm not?
But like, you think this is wifey material?
Are you saying that I'm not?
Are you?
Are you saying that I'm not?
What's up?
Hey, do you think she's wifey material by showing her boobs out?
Who? Wifey material by showing the boobs? I mean, she's pretty fine. You know, I don't know about wifey material by showing the
because
boobs.
wifey material doesn't define what you're wearing. It's the type of
Does
person
it?
that you are.
Nah, true shit. Okay, I agree. But let's say if I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't like you to be wearing this
But
shit.
you're not. But you're not. She's my girlfriend.
Nah, I'm not. That's why I don't give a fuck.
And I want my girlfriend to wear this. I think my girlfriend looks hot. I want my girl to go
she
out
looks
like
good.
that.
She
But
looks
answer
good.
this.
I agree.
What is a guy gonna think when he sees this?
She a little spit.
I want my girl to go out and everybody be like, oh, she's
Just
hot.
thinking as a guy.
Excuse me?
That's
So you're
mine as
calling me
guy. That's the way guys think.
So
bro.
yes or no, are you calling me
I am.
Wow.
That's the way guys think.
The fuck? My girlfriend.
Yeah, they don't know the way guys think.
You're small. So basically you're small.
So what if I'm small?
Shout out to that king. But like, did you see how aggressive and angry she was? Like, she was already angry. Like it was only one answer's allowed, or else you're gonna get a text. You don't want an honest answer. These boys don't be one, and they know what the fuck. They know what's going on. They understand what's happening here. Shout out to him for holding his ground because a lot of this. Well, you know, they were. See, no. A wife is to be to a husband, right? To one man. If you presented and you're presenting the goods, the availability, the ease of access to any and every man, no, you're not fucking wifey material. You're not. And then there's other like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So what I told y'all, there's three types. There's ladies, there's hoes, and there's bitches. All right? Ladies, hoes, and bitches. And I tell you that a lady carries herself in a lady's way at all times. A hoe knows she's a hoe, and she's not tripping on it. A bitch is a woman with hoe qualities that wants to be treated as a lady and doesn't want to accept the fact she's a hoe. What just happened in this scenario? This is honcho hoe math. You just saw this bitch was out here dressed like a hoe, right? Dressed like a whore, a Middle English whore, if you will. And she expected to be given lady compliments, right? She expected to be told, yeah, she's wife, and she's a wife. But I bet you look like a hoe. So that's what I'm saying, right? That's a perfect example. A perfect example of um a perfect example of second. A perfect example of what I'm talking about. So again, if she would accept it, like, oh yeah, no, I'm just like a hoe. I'm just out here trying to get some attention, have some fun. Cool. Nobody would be upset. That's exactly what she's doing. I mean, she's accepting the truth for what it is. You are not presenting yourself in a wife-like manner. You're not presenting yourself in a way of a woman who is looking to find a husband. That's not what you're doing. You're out here having fun. You're out here being a hoe, hoe season, hot girl summer, whatever the fuck it is. Cool. Cool. Accept that as it is. Accept it as it is. Okay? And just accept the answers that you get. And if you want better, then do better. That's all. Two quick things that have nothing to do with hoeing and going. I saw this last week. I wanted to talk about it. Really pissed me off. It was a special needs child on a bus, and this was supposed to be I guess, the attendant or the assistant, whoever's supposed to be helping with him. This shit really pissed me off. The carers, the nurturers, the mothers of Earth, if you will. One more little video, and then we're gonna open up the line. I know y'all probably like, you said it's gonna open up the line, long ass time. Two videos. I know y'all seen this. If y'all ain't seen this shit, I plan on doing something short about this later because this was a little crazy. This is some wild shit. If y'all know what's going on, just check it out.
Tio Paulo, Alfino, o senhor precisa assinar. Se o senhor não assinar, não tem como. Eu não posso assinar pelo senhor, o senhor. O que eu posso fazer, eu faço. Tipo, igual o documento aqui, ó. Paulo Roberto Braga. O senhor segura forte pra caramba a cadeira aí. Ele não segurou ali a porta?
Não vi.
Não,
A gente também não.
Segura, tio. Assina pra não me dar mais dor de cabeça, tem que ir no cartório, tem que ir no senador, tem que ir, eu não gosto mais.
Eu acho que ele não tá legal.
Sim.
Ele não tá bem, não.
Tá assistindo alguma coisa, mas ele não diz nada.
Eu acho que ele não tá bem, não.
A senhora tá sozinha?
Sim.
Ele não tá bem, não. Ó,
Mas
a corzinha não tá ficando...
Mas ele é assim.
É.
Ô, tio. Tio.
Não tá, não.
Se eu ficar bem, eu vou te levar pro hospital. Se eu quer culpa de novo.
There are some extremely bold people in this world, right? And I wonder what drives someone. You right, tuned up. That's the fucking perfect word for it. Yeah, these motherfuckers need a little tune up these days. If you don't know what was happening, that woman was trying to take a dead man into a bank to sign for, I think, sign a check. No shame, the love of money. I'm starting to believe that thing I heard about people not having those voices in their head. You said, what is it, like 33% of people? Only 33% of people have that interior, that internal voice. That voice that tells you, hey, don't do this. You know, that maybe you should think about what you're doing. When I say bold, like, You know, they never learn. They never learn. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Um, TD, what's the motherfucking deal? All right, let me get serious. Let me open up the line. Oh no! I said I'll show y'all one more thing. I don't know what this is. I didn't see blood. I'm not sure exactly what happened. But I'm gonna play this video for y'all, and I want y'all to just share your thoughts with this, and then kind of tell you what I believe. I'm gonna tell you what happened, what I recognize more than anything. I'm really just showing y'all these videos so I can eat my popcorn before we take calls. Is she wifey material? So I don't know what the prior story was going on there, but I do believe some big back activity was taking place. Have y'all seen that? The big back activity shit with motherfuckers stuffing they shit with pillows and they stuffing their pants and shit. It looked like he got shot. I didn't see him leak. I don't know if he was holding up, but what it seemed like to me. But then nobody cleared out. Like niggas usually will run off, and if not, then I don't know. I have no idea exactly what took place. But yeah, but again, I talk about certain things, and I don't want to get into it. I'm trying to stay on. I've been all over the place. I've been on one topic. We're just gonna open up the line. I'm all over the place because there's a bunch of shit I really, really want to start getting into, but I'm not gonna do it. Zachary Blue. Righty. All right. The number 346-484-3336. We're talking about cougars, this current cougar culture. Why is it so difficult for these old entertainment broads or women who have been around the entertainment industry to find a man? You remember who was it, the Tierra Mowry, whatever, divorced her husband recently, tried to get back on the dating scene, and now wants to get back with him because, and her shit is the worst. Her shit is the worst. Her shit is the worst because she makes all these videos crying and talking about how difficult it is being a single woman or being divorced. Like, you divorced your husband. You divorced your husband, and then you want to go, and then you got women who, I'm just on this journey with you. I'm like, this is what I say about women. And again, if it don't apply, let it apply. I mean that, right? Because I sit here and I tell y'all these things. And if y'all saw certain individuals that I associated with, y'all would say, huh, so you're being a hypocrite. And I don't think it's necessarily being hypocritical, right? I speak in generalizations, right? If I don't know you, I can't know your story. I can't know, what you're going through, whatever. But you may still suffer from some of the things that I talk. You may still possess some of the symptoms of the things I talk about. But if I know a person on an individual level, I'm not necessarily speaking about you. Not saying that you aren't impacted in the same way, whatever. I can't know the story of somebody I don't know. But I say all this to say is, like, I talk a lot of shit. Let me fix the thing on top. I got that right. But in reality, I show a lot of love to people. I got a lot of love for motherfuckers. I make deal with women who fit some of these these negative narratives that I address. And so people get upset and they get all taking it personal. There's women who listen to the den. You're talking about me. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to, do that. And we have those real conversations. Then we start having the real conversations. But I don't say these things to attack people. I don't think I get pleasure out of saying any of this stuff at all. Like, what benefit does it have to me? Like, I want to talk about things that I know are going to improve somebody's life. I don't want to just sit here hating on motherfuckers all day. Kind of do. I'm not too much. I don't want this thing to be just hating. But things have to be addressed. Popcorn has to be eaten. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Even Jada. Women, honey. Women were congratulating Jada. All I care about, I don't care about who you date. As long as everything is legal and above the board, I don't give a fuck. I've come to realize there's a lot of shit I really just don't give a shit about. Like, I can understand negative outcomes of certain things. But one, if it's not me doing it, I don't really give a fuck. Like, do what the fuck you want to do. Just be aware you can't complain if you engage in a certain behavior and then you get a certain repercussion from it. That's all it is. Like, that's my thing. I complain about the people complaining about the outcomes of the decisions that they make. I'm not saying that anything you're doing is good nor bad. You just have to be aware. This is what comes with the territory. I told y'all, I like hoes. For me to like hoes, some of these bitches got to be hoes. I talk down on whole behavior because the bras would get mad about engaging in the whole behavior and then not getting ladylike outcomes. That's cool. Would I want to marry a hoe? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Because them hoes come with additional problems. But in my free time, would I temporarily entertain the company of a hoe? For sure. They're fun to be around. They can be very fun to be around. All right? But you can't take anything serious with them. You know what I mean? You can't take see, like, when it's time to get serious and be like, hey, look, this is what I'm on. There are some of them that can't understand that. Right? There's some of them that can't understand that. Like, women think being fun to be around is marriage material. It's not. It's not. We were talking about humor and personality earlier with women. I like a woman with a sense of humor. Right? But I ain't dating no fun hoe. I ain't dating no fun hoes, right? That's the thing. If you fun for me, you fun for everybody. You can't take a fun hoe serious. You just can't. Bald headed women are red. Man, look. So I would. Are we talking like ball? Or we talking about bitches with nice heads who can rock like a ball fade? Because now every bitch can't rock a low fade, right? This is it takes a certain, not even a low fade, like a short haircut. Like 90s Halle Berry. It's a couple of bitches who've been rocking nice short cut and look good. Not very many. Not very many. And if you're a broad that can rock a low cut and look good, that's the real definition of a bad bitch, right? We need to stop all this now. We gotta start upping the standards, fellas, right? Because every bitch thinks she bad. These bitches put a bunch of makeup on and wigs and start calling themselves baddies. We need to cut this shit out because what's happening now is the whole thing is getting fucked up, right? Bitches who shouldn't be in play are in play, right? Like back in the day, you had to be like a really decent to nice looking hoe to be like a video vixen. Do they even have video vixens anymore? I don't even think these niggas like hoes like that. They just be a bunch of niggas jumping around the videos now. Like to be a video vixen, like to be really be bad. Like if you can't rock a low cut, you're not a bad bitch. That's like a super special quality of her. You gotta have like a properly shaped head, right? And make it look good. Yeah, it's definitely tears to hold them. It's like, bro, let me tell you. I just saw the Glorilla just got arrested for DUI, right? It was a terrible mug. Oh, this might be what we talk about tonight. Because I always talk about how I hate when motherfuckers from the hood feel like you owe them something if you come up. Especially with these entertainers and shit. This is what y'all got motherfuckers thinking is fine. This is what y'all got. Like every motherfucker, y'all done seen a bitch that look like this in your lifetime. Niggas I know. Y'all done seen this little late night walk of shame looking ass bitch every other night come out of some different nigga house. I remember being in high school. This bitch used to look like this. We used to sneak in the window on the air conditioner. She's probably somebody's baby mama right now. And good God. And good God. If they only knew. I'm gonna tell y'all. There's some motherfuckers out there that really don't want to know the history of the bitches they be fucking with. And you'll never know. And they'll justify, well, I was just this, and I was just, it's still on record, bitch. But anyway, y'all got bitches looking like this out there thinking that they bad. Y'all allowed motherfuckers to put wigs on, look sloppy as shit, and tell them that they bad, that they're beautiful. It's women's fault. Because they'll say something like, well, she's still getting niggas fucking her. Yeah, niggas will fuck anything. Niggas will fucking, this motherfuckers on farms fucking sheep. Niggas in Colombia fucking donkeys. right? This is a thing. This is a real thing. I'm not giving you credit because you got niggas hollering at you. There are crack whores on the street. Crack whores. Known consumers of crack cocaine. Getting the bag for their services. Now, they may not be blowing that bag on Louis V and all that other shit, but they're getting the bag. So, like, the fact that you can have men hollering at you means absolutely nothing. And women don't get that. It means absolutely nothing. Right? Because you've seen the ugliest gorilla monsoon looking bitches in the hood pop up with 2 or 3 babies, and they not from the same nigga. Anyway, whoever this is talking about happy birthday, cousin Sexy Red. Why you leave us in the hood like that? Grandma mad at you. She said, call her. This is what I don't understand, especially with a lot of us. I don't know if white people do it so much. I don't even make it a racial thing. I think it's people who are well off, middle class and up don't think like this. Like, they don't expect their kids to come and save them because they've earned their own living. But I know plenty of grandmas, I know plenty of moms whose kids they did not do a good job of raising, that they did not really contribute to their overall well-being. Their kids have done successful without them and are often calling and asking for assistance and doing all this stuff, right? Unnecessarily. And have an expectation. Well, you got money, you should like the reason you don't understand money is the reason why you don't have any. And the reason why I do have it, you don't have it. Right? Because this is what's happening. Oh yeah, and that's the thing though. But that's what they'll say. But here's the thing: they don't care. As long as he's a dope boy with some money, he got money, he got the bag. The bag is all that matters. Bras like this. Both of these women have multiple individuals willing to engage in their shenaniganery. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Say if I ain't had something on the roster at some point in time in my history, equivalent of something to this. I have no I don't have to lie to you. We've all been through hard times. Hard times. And just sometimes you gotta have something in that phone book that you know is gonna answer anytime, every time at 1 a.m, right? That's all I'm saying. So give me 1 second here. I'm not faulting anybody for that, but these women will be the same ones who will be braggadocious about having people cut it. See what these women, these type of women need to prove to other women that yes, I do actually have sex. People do want to. That's this fucking headphone. Now I got the headphones on. It's pissing me off. Let me fix this. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening or afternoon? Solis, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me hold on 1 second, Solis, because I'm hearing my echo from myself. It's driving me crazy. Started. Okay. We're just trying to make it work. So, Mr. Solis, we're talking about cougars, we're talking about ratchet hoes, we're talking about a variety of things today. What is on your mind, sir?
Shit. I don't know. I've been with a few, well, quite a few cougars in my short life so far. So I love it, man. It's easy.
You say what bagging cougars is easy?
Yeah, like I've been with quite a few.
So,
I'm not even lying, man. Like this, like I would say it's easy because it's straightforward, right?
uh-huh.
Like I'm not bullshitting. It's very straightforward what I want. I'm not looking for no goddamn relationship. I want you because you got that box, right? That's the only reason why I'm talking to you. Any older, I'm attracted to or whatever, right? But I would say, yeah, cougars are easier than. Well, I think a lot of girls are easy, but I would say cougars are pretty easy to bag. Yeah.
Would you say cougars are easier to bag because they have a lower value?
I think it's because, well, I don't know about lower value, but I think it's just easy because it's like desperate or they're not getting that much play, right? So I guess that would be lower value in a terms. But shit, some of these women just be like, they'll be divorced, so they already been married, they got kids, they just got out of a long-term relationship that was a boyfriend, or else like their spouse passed away and shit, right? That's like some of the stuff I've dealt with cougars, or older women, right? Or with like the first one, she was just a whole point blank simple, but it, yeah, but yeah, man, I just think it's just about a matter of timing. I think a lot of the time, right? Because you'll have certain women who won't date or won't get with a younger guy because they got morals or they just don't like that. I'm just not into that, right? It's cool. A lot of the times, like my homeboy says, whatever shot you don't shoot is a shot you miss. So you just gotta shoot your shot, and you never know.
Would you ever? This stuff like that is killing me. Would you ever consider a serious relationship with a woman who is significantly older? Why not?
No, because I don't want a relationship like that. First of all, I think that's more of a sugar baby type relationship anyway. Because most of the women too be successful, be good, like be having money in the bank and shit like that. Like this is one lady I was with, like she gave me $100 a few times for just to buy weed. She didn't want me to pay her back. I thought it was cool, but like, nah, because I also want kids in the future, right? And I want someone my age, or I have someone my age already. But man, I was smashing down cougars, bro. I was like, some of these kids that had like kids that were like 16. I think the big one was 18. The lowest was like maybe a 10-year-old kid they had. And I don't really care. I'll talk to you about your kids. I'll ask questions like, oh, was the dad around or whatever, and stuff like that. But, like, I'm not trying to be no stepdaddy. And I'm already like, I was blunt, like, cause, so most of these women too, they say they're looking for a relationship. They just looking for some dick most of the time.
So why don't you think these women can't find a man in their age range?
I think most men don't want to be a stepdad as well, right? If you're an established man, you want to take care of some other man's kids and shit like that, be involved, or well, it's just easier to get, like, I think me and Voodoo were having this conversation a little bit before the day started. It's just easier for them to deal with someone that doesn't have kids and is, I guess, quote unquote, younger, right? For older men to get with younger women, it's easier, simpler for them, right? Because most women do desire to be taken care of, so that older man's like a free meal ticket to them.
So why do you think that is more prevalent now that women are outwardly dating younger men than maybe in the past?
I think, well, for one, it's like, social media, or just people that, famous people are doing it, right? So it's getting more accepted. Well, if they do it, I could do it too, type thing for everyday people, right? And not most of the time, some of these older women ain't good looking. Like age ain't grace with them fairly. When you have some older women that look good as hell. So I think it just depends on the genetic makeup of the woman itself. Like if her genes are good, basically, how do you find that woman attractive, right? Like, man, it's just very Oh, this is very simple, I guess, to me. This, because I also know I'm just straightforward. I just know what I want. So I'm not like trying to date you. Nah, there's a certain reason why I want to get with you for your experience and for your looks. That's about it.
So what do you think about these women who were once celebrities, right? They had international status, but now they can't get a man unless he's significantly younger than the other. Why do you think that is?
I think some of it has to do with lifestyle, right? Like you see some of these rappers, like even Remy Ma, right? Who she was cheating on her husband with a 26-year-old man and shit, right? Maybe I think sometimes it's like, oh, it's a turn on for him, like, oh, I can still attract a young man that's in great shape compared to, a 30-year-old, 40-year-old man that not be as great a shape or may not be as youthful, I guess, right? So that to me, I think that's like the main reason, right? It is sexual attraction. And an older woman might disagree about why she gets with the young man, but I think it's the sexual attraction and why older women get with younger men.
Yeah, they want the virility, to be desired. And if they feel like a man who's more in his prime desires them, then maybe that's better. Okay. So why do you feel like people are more okay with an older woman dating a younger man versus an older man dating a younger woman?
Because she's a woman, and in their terms, like, oh, she's just living her best life. Let her live, or something like that. Or, compared to a man, to where, like, I even said this to Voodoo before this stuff started. I think it's more taboo, right, to me to see an older man get with a younger woman, just because I think one is just it looks a lot different, right? Older women sometimes they don't look their age, comparably to like when they age more, right? So it's just like, that's kind of just like you fucking that type thing. You fucking an old greasy old man and stuff. But meanwhile, like you passing on dudes that maybe fitter, maybe having more upcoming goals compared to that guy. But again, they like a quick bang, right? And so I think the difference is just mainly looks. Older women look a lot more appealing than older men. I think it's also how media is today. Let the woman do what she wants. But if the man does something that the woman does, it's a double standard because she's a fucking he's a creep or he's a predator or he's grooming her type thing. Which, I mean, there are men like that, right? But there's also women like that too. Like the number of teachers having sex with students has gone up since I was a kid. So, or that I've seen a lot more happening, right? So,
is it just more advertised now?
It could be more advertised now. Like I remember, like there was teachers. Like one of my middle school teachers said like was caught fucking some high school student, and she got like fired and put in like stuff like that. But it was just weird. It's like, oh damn, I thought you were married and shit, had kids, and you're out here fucking a 17, 16-year-old kid in high school. So it's, I don't know, man. It's very, very much awkward, right? But it's a very different look I see that women have when they're predators like that compared to men, right? When a man does it, oh, greedy, he's nasty, he's a freak, he's a weirdo. The woman is like, oh, she was just expressing herself, she was just experimenting, shit like that.
Her husband didn't have her happy at home.
Yeah. So shit like that. So I think it's very much a double standard between men and women. I mean, because you can see a good difference when like an old guy gets with a younger chick, right? Just because the guy is just showing his age, and he's just because he's an old guy, there's nothing wrong. Like he can't take something about age like that, Compared to a woman, though, a 45-year-old woman could look like she's 35. 10 years younger than what she really is.
So who's taking more advantage of the other? The older man dating a younger woman, or the older woman dating a younger man?
Right. in terms of like if we look at it looking at it like how we've seen all these celebrities do it, the woman are taking more advantage of the man, right? Look at the Jalen Green situation. He fucked up. He got caught up with this old bitch who has a kid of his age. All right. First of all, I feel sorry for that dude. Like, I wonder how that kid really feels towards his mom. Like, there's got to be like some type of something, right? Because like, were you fucking my friends type thing, or were you liking my friends too, or are you only liking him because he is a bag, right? Like the Jada Smith situation, right? That dude was her son's friend.
Oh, word? Oh, I didn't know that. But here's the thing that y'all don't want to acknowledge, or a lot of people may not want to. There's a lot more women doing that y'all want to believe. The same way that you're talking about the teachers, it's some of these motherfuckers who have kids in school, and they are doing the same thing. They are engaging in the same behaviors. So, like I say, but there's disgusting people on both sides of it. Right. And that's my whole thing with all the things called out the double standard stuff. Like it's weird either way, or it's normal either way. We can't have different standards for different sexes. And that's kind of my whole viewpoint on this thing. But for whatever reason, it's always way worse when a man does it. But I agree. Because generally the older man, we know that it's not the dick he's bringing to the table, it's some resources, it's something. So this woman has willingly put herself in a position to be catered to, when it's the other way around, like you're talking about the Drea Michelle, whatever situation. She's a known whore, right? And her whole purpose of existence is to try to get the bag off somebody, right? And she even talked about her wholeness and all that. So she's definitely double taking advantage.
Yeah, but like you talking about the Gilbert Arena story he had about her and how Swaggy P was with them too. I was like, that's some crazy shit, man. Just for her to be talking about it while she's pregnant with that dude's kid, I'm like, damn, that's a real tier hoe right there, man. But it's very,
like I said, a hoe is gonna be honest though.
Yeah. I think it's very transactional though, right? When it comes to women like that, like, I mean, she's obviously cool with Jalen Green getting 2 other women pregnant. I mean, she's still by his side. She don't give a fuck about that shit.
I mean, what can she do? She gonna get the money anyway.
Yeah, as long as she's the main one, right? She don't really give a fuck. But I just think, man, that's kind of. I think guy, like, one thing I don't like is when people say, "Oh, well, he's young and he's naive and he don't know." Well, I don't want to hear that, man. Listen, you know when you nut in a bitch, you know when you stick a dick in a bitch. Like, it's not that hard. You know when you was about to fucking bust up in that woman, you should have pulled out. You should have done whatever else before that. But I don't like the excuse they give, like, younger guys saying, "Oh, he don't know any better." Yeah, we know better. We don't give a fuck. That's why we're still doing it. It's simple. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, a crackhead's gonna still smoke crack. You know why? Because they're addicted to crack. It's not rocket science, man. It's not. Oh, he's so young. I'm like, nah. Like, you should know that if you fucking. You should be aware of the repercussions of who you fucking, and that bitch still might get caught up, no matter how old she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm trying to figure out why this is damn. This shit is pissing me off. But yeah, I kind of agree with you though, especially in this day. These young niggas are way more bold than we were when we were younger, because we were, well, you young, you don't know. When I was younger, because we were always taught to have a certain level of respect. We were always told women were one way or of a certain nature. But I would always see little things, and then come to find out these women are habitual line steppers, right? But then you got these young niggas now, they steadily shoot their shot because they don't have any respect, because they weren't raised in the household with respect for their elders or older women. These niggas shoot at old hoes like it ain't nothing. And these old hoes like that shit. They think it means something. It don't mean nothing. This nigga just got a little older chick fetish. He want to smash her. It don't mean that you're valuable or that you're, doing this, that, or other. You just older. You got your woman body, your little ass on. You got a little hang to him. And nigga want to play on the playground a little bit. But it's not that he wants to take you serious or engage in a long-term lifestyle with you. So a lot of them get a young dude and think they get the hit reset button and that they're going to start all the way over. But it don't work like that. I mean, what's done is done.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, listen, bro. Like I said, I've ran through a lot of older women, a lot of moms, a lot of milfs, a lot of whatever, cougars, whatever. I've ran through them, and I'm telling you, they don't care about the age. Even after they ask how old I am, they'd be like, "Oh, shocked and shit." I'm like, well, I tell her straight up, well, you couldn't deny me when I first hit you up, but you didn't. So, and I told her, hey, you a cougar right in front of them after that. Like, hey, you're my little cougar now. Like, it is what it is. Like, shit, I'm grown, you grown. It's whatever. But I will say we are a lot bolder, man. Also, though, like, you didn't have the internet, right, bro? So you're not, like, having these 45-year-old bitches either showing their ass and titties out here on social media.
But
That's what these women still be doing now.
see, we had internet, but they didn't behave like that. Like now, what's happened is it's become more and more of a competition, and so it becomes difficult because what they do is they got to compete with the other women. They see that once a couple of women start putting themselves out there like that and getting all that attention, they start saying fuck it and start dressing like that in public more. They start putting themselves on the internet like that more. And now this is what it is. And if you say something about it, you're the bad guy.
Yeah. But I tell you what, though, bro, I wouldn't have had this mindset if I was never put on by an older woman. So if that chick had never came on to me when I was like 19, 18 years old, I probably would have never smashed an older woman before. But it was the fact that she came on to me, so it gave me the idea, like, oh, there's actually like older women right here that like young dudes and stuff, and be willing down to fuck with them. So I would say that experience alone made me think a lot about just bitches in general. Like, oh, well, it don't really matter the age; they still want dick, and give them dick. So it's very like if I didn't have that experience, Honcho, at like 19 years old, I would probably have a way different outlook on that. But it was the fact that she came on to me more like you have to say more than once, right? More than one interaction, and it was just something where I say like she put me on older women, and that's a fact. Like I would never have the experience I've had after that situation if I never met that lady in the first place. I think some of these women are bolder now too because as long as they look good, there'll be dudes willing to smash them as young as like I
Yeah.
said, 18 to 19 to to however old they can get now because that lady was still married to a fucking like a 40-something-year-old man. So it's it's very different out here, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree. What is going on? Oh, let me fix this. This goddamn thing is pissing me off. But yeah, I agree. It's just a situation where things are much different. The internet has made shit too accessible. People just don't give a fuck. The youth don't give a fuck. The oldies don't give a fuck. People got too much connection, too much interaction, too many communities crossing over. And so I don't expect it to change anytime soon. I think it's just giving people to give their abilities to show their true nature. And this is where they are.
If we see a trend, bro, we'll see a trend of younger guys getting older women fucking knocked up.
Uh-uh. That's a terrible trend.
We'll slowly see a trend about that. Well, shit, terrible for the guy, not the woman, right?
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. You're gonna have old hoe babies running around. One, they gonna not want to take care of them because they don't do that in the first place, and then two, they're gonna be unable to take care of them. So it's gonna be a bad deal for everybody involved. So yeah, I would say it's a bad trend.
Trending towards, man. You'll see how more younger guys get these old broads knocked up. Shit almost happened to me.
Make sure she's past menopause. And if you're gonna knock her over, make sure she's already past the change.
All right, shit. Well, shit. I would say what would happen on here, man, but nah, it's out of respect for that person. I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, I almost got caught up, man. All right, man. I'll tell you on the Discord. Yeah, man. I mean, that's all I really got to say. I mean, shit. Just be aware, right? Like, if you're a young guy fucking with older bitches, play it smart.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. If you are young in your 20s, fucking with a broad in her 40s is probably one of the dumbest things you can do. Like, and like seriously considering, like, I'm not saying like fucking with her is one thing, but like making commitments to her, that's one of the dumbest things you can
Nah,
fucking do.
I don't think people should make, like, if you're not big of an age and you just strictly like this fucking cool, but like if you want to make a relationship, good luck, man. Because that's like, it's one, it's an age gap, but then two, it's a generational gap, right? So there's shit that in my generation that I'll be doing that you may think, hey, that's kind of fucking weird. Why are you doing that shit, right? Because it's just a generational gap. So I think there's a lot more problems than with dating someone, right? When it comes to that would be more like, oh damn, like this motherfucker's kind of too young for me, or this fucking bitch is too old for me, type thing, right? Fucking's cool, but when you start doing to other shit, deeper shit about the person, you're like, y'all really want to put like with the pull on this? And then too, right, when you start meeting families and shit, like that's even a bigger thing, man. Like you gotta have people say some slick shit to you outside the one that you may not be comfortable with. Just because all you want to do is just smash an old bride.
I mean, hey, but that's why I say you can't take this shit too serious. Like smashing on them, one thing. But you fucking trying to make commitments and long-term relationships and shit. And again, you in your 20s, you're prime, and you gonna commit that to somebody who already blew there. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know if you see it on Facebook, but there's a couple, like it's a white lady and this usually the mixture. He's just light skinned, but like they're dating, right? They made a whole account, and all she do is talk about this guy. But like she don't even look that good in the first place. She looked about an average 40-year-old white lady does with a kid. And they be posted and stuff. This dude's like taking care of her autistic son and shit. I'm like, bro, the fuck are you doing, man? You just find no place to live or what?
Sounds like a boatload of fucking problem. Like, run, nigga, run.
It's a weird shit, bro. But all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get off and see if someone else calls, or else I'm just gonna chop it up on bullshit.
That's about the time to get ready to wind it, but gonna put the link to the Discord here. We'll slide the Discord for a little bit, chop it. But yeah, definitely weird things going on out there.
Alrighty, man.
So at least appreciate you calling in, man. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's pissing me off because it's like a duplicate sound it's doing. So anyway, let me put the whatchamacallit in here, and then I'm having a voice chat or whatever. So I got to figure out why this is fucking. Whoops. Sorry, my fucking echo in my ear. This is fucking pissing me off. So anyway, again, I'm not mad at anybody who's participating in the cougar hunt. You know what I mean? Do it. I just advise, especially young men, if you have your prime life ahead of you, imagine you're 21, so until the age of probably 40, when you're going to have to deal with an old hoe until you're 40, at the very least. You're going to be paying an old hoe a significant amount of money from now. You're 21, you're in your prime. You just kicking you coming of age in the fucking NBA and things like that. And you're going to have to pay that bitch till you're in your 40s now. That's the stupidest fucking choice you can fucking make. It's a terrible decision. And you say, well, maybe you really like that's cool. It doesn't take away from the fact that she's a hoe and she was a proud hoe and she was talking about her wholeness can be. No, it can't. You can't delete the wholeness and keep doing hoe activities. Like it doesn't work in that way. But yeah, it's a wild deal. It's a very wild deal. We all know. When was the last time anybody has outwardly acknowledged dating Little Kim? I mean, like, you hear all the things she sings and rap about. Like, do you really want to be, even if it's truthful or not, which it probably is. If you know these hoes, like I know these hoes, it probably is. That you would want to outwardly date somebody that brags about things like that. Maybe. I mean, everybody's different. Some people like it. I think a lot of niggas, honestly, there's a lot of dudes out there that really like whores. Like I'm joking, but like when I say I like them hoes, I'm joking, but I'm serious. Like, yeah, I like you. I fuck with a hoe. You keep it easy. It's a lot less drama in most situations. But again, it's of course there's a level of caution that you must always operate with. But I think there's some niggas that actually like these hoes that the drama and all the shit that come like it's some niggas that like that shit because their mama was hoes. And that's all they know is that drama. So they feel like that's a normal thing. So they like dramatic fucking. I can't stand no bitch that brings unnecessary drama in my life. That's the worst thing. Like she'd be calm and cool and collected. Yeah. Bam. Drama. Unnecessary. All right. So with that being said, let me put the link into the dilly dally. Let's hop into the voice chat. You know what I'm saying? Meet me there, don't beat me there. I think I'm having a fucking yeah, oh yeah. Right? You say you get your pride to probably kept you alive. I can understand that. The 50 group, man, look. Makeup is sorcery. All right, and here's my thing. Abroad don't think that's a lie. Abroad will put a whole face of makeup on. And we talk about how these boys don't have no personality. Some of these women think makeup is personality. They think looking good is it replaced, but like they can sit there, they want to sit there and be a ditz, a dummy, right? Pretty much, they have nothing to add to a conversation. They sit there looking like a fucking airhead, but then want you to respect their opinions. Like, bitch, all you know how to do is put on some makeup because you wash this shit off. It's not that you're not that good looking. But again, anyway, link Discord. I'll see you there in a minute. Oh no, that's not it. I damn near see. Let me see. Did I put the right thing in there? Create the invite. There we go. Wow, blah, 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 blah. All right, with that being said, I'm trying to produce y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Again, as always, it's my honor. It's my privilege, but more than anything, it is truly my pleasure to get to chop it up with you wonderful people. Take care of yourselves. I know I've been neglecting y'all on the dens this week. I don't know what's been going on. And then one night I overdosed on melatonin and sleepy time tea just to see what would happen. And yeah, that was an interesting experience. That was probably the best sleep I've had in a long time. But in the voice chat, talking about cougars and all this other nonsense. I'm gonna show y'all some. I got another video I need to show y'all in the chat too, see what y'all think about. I need to do some short content today too, so I may be in there for a little bit. But anyway, I'm gone. I'm out. Adios.